Hey everybody, Code Maniac here, ready to get underway with some more Deadly Premonition 2. Let's see, everything seems to be in order, so I check over the settings here. Yep, okay, let's call it, let's get going here. Got that banner off, yeah, we're good to go. So yeah, last time we finished up with a big boss fight and arrested the murder suspect. In this case, Lisa's mother. So, I mean, see what's going on. Okay, yep, everything seems to be fine here. We're in the office here, sheriff's office, I guess. We picked up some side quest. I see we already have some viewers in here today. Welcome everyone. How's it going? Alright. Let's see what we got. Let's see. Return to York's room and review the case. Number of things we could actually attempt here. Let's see. Some low rank difficulty on these ones. Let's see. That one's 24. They're all 24 hours. I don't regret what I'm doing. Okay, let's see if we can mark these off on the map. How these quests work. These side quests work. Okay, we're up here right now. There's Raven's house a little over there. It's the church. Yeah, we're right here right now at the sheriff department. Perhaps for now the best thing to do would be to return to the Casa Pineapple and review the case to this point. So there we are. Okay, let's do that. Review the case and then we'll make our next move. Alright. Bum bum bum. Now for the real villain of this game, the load times. Crikey. Load times and frame rate, the true terror of Deadly Premonition 2. Twiddling my thumbs. But yeah, so breakfast today for me was pancakes and lots of coffee. Not the healthiest breakfast, so I'll have to make up for it later in the day, you know. Alright, here we go. Okay, let's get back to the Casa Pineapple.
Zach, you're a coffee person, right? No sugar, only milk. Yes, I'm completely with you on that one.
Alright. So, you know, after that bizarre, like, fetal tree baby monster thing we fought last time. Apologies for the barking dogs.
Hey, Zach.
There's a lot of questions about the nature of this case. Alright. One more load here. Oh, hey, MNK. How's it going? Yeah, we had a pretty crazy boss fight in this last time, so I'm interested to see how the plot advances. Alright, yeah, just gotta get up to York's room here for this one. I'm doing fine. It's another day. You know, just trying to take it a day at a time during this lockdown. Let's see. Oh, here we go. The board. The big board for crime.
Zach, let's go over our progress. We've got a complicated case on our hands this time, especially as far as the Clarksons' relationships go. But in a way, it's also a simple one. Understanding them on a deeper level is the most efficient way to uncover the truth behind all this. That's the one thing I'm sure of.
Yes, what is the truth? Okay.
Zach, let's start with the people who were closest to the victim.
Okay. So that would
Lise
be...
Clarkson, the victim, is the granddaughter of the current head of the Clarkson family. Her mother is Galena, an ex-actress, and Lise clearly inherited her beauty. Except for her eyes, that is. Lisa's eye color matches that of her father's. Now, do you remember who Lise Clarkson's father is?
Actually, I don't. I think it's Danny. I think he was the hot-headed jerk.
That's right. Lisa's father is Danny Clarkson.
That's right. With the mullet.
His real name is Daniel E. Clarkson. He's from Florida and used to be the CEO of a talent agency.
Seriously? That guy?
Danny struck the heart of Galena and successfully became a member of the esteemed Clarkson family. Despite being the son-in-law, he acts like he was born a Clarkson. But he's still just the son-in-law.
Yeah, that guy's ego needs its own zip code.
Next comes what happened
Apologies
to
for the
Lise.
barking dogs.
According to Alexis, Lise said that the man was as tall as an oak tree.
Oh yeah, the
I
giant.
believe that's the same 10-foot-tall giant who made the fingerprints we found in the cold storage warehouse. Now, what did this man do to Lise prior to her murder?
Yeah, what did he do? He stalked her.
Yes, that's it, Zach. The man as tall as an oak tree followed Lise around and watched her. Despite his towering stature, he must have been rather shy.
Yeah, he did a good job of hiding.
Or perhaps he was merely biding his time and planned to kidnap her from the very start. If that's the case, there should have been some evidence left at the scene of the crime. Zach, we're still missing some puzzle pieces.
That's true. A lot of it's still unclear. We don't
Speaking
know
of
who
the scene of the
stylish woman
crime,
is from the scene.
I did some profiling in the plantation's control room. The truth it revealed to us was nauseating and horrific. But we need to touch upon it if we wish to proceed. Isn't that right, Zach? Who actually murdered Lise Clarkson?
It was her mother, Galena.
Yes, that's right. Lisa's own mother killed her, while she was dreaming about some bizarre new world. This is by far the vilest and ugliest crime we've ever seen. The fact that Galena set up her daughter's body at an altar makes this case even more complicated.
Yeah, she killed her in there and then she
Remember,
moved the body.
not a single sacrificial human murder has ever been proven and documented in all of American history. The real world is far more complex than what we see in films and video games.
I wonder if that's true.
And sacrificing a human life for something else is no easy task. In conclusion, Zach, through our investigation, we found one character who sticks out more than anyone else. You know exactly who I'm thinking about, don't you? We'll need to have a word with her in the near future. Who's the stylish woman we saw during the profiling?
Yeah, it's Professor R.
Professor R. We
So,
haven't met her yet, but she's deeply intertwined with this case. Let's wait for the skeletal gentleman to guide us to her with an oracle. Well, Zach, what do you think? Isn't the Deep South something? The people here are just as warm as the weather, and the food is to die for. Might be nice to move down here after I retire. What, still too early to talk about that? You may be right. After all, this case has only just begun.
Okay, so we did well on that. Got all the questions right. We at least understand what's happening in the town to the degree that we can. Right now. Right, Bigfoot. He's, this is gonna be like a Harry and the Hendersons thing. You're probably too young for that. It was a sitcom about a family trying to hide Bigfoot in their house from the authorities. It was also a movie. The 80s were a weird time. And now for, once again, the true villain of this game. The load times. Holy cow. Oh my. Okay, finally. Whew. Oh, something going on here?
Galena can't be the killer. They're making all this shit up.
Whoa. Setting around hunks of raw meat to throw to his pet alligator?
If what you say is true, Daniel,
What the hell? It's
how
an
do you
aged
plan
solid
to
snake.
prove it? It's nearly been a century since the Clarksons first took control of Lucari. 100 years. I always thought my legacy would live on for 2. No. 300 at least.
I'm gonna find the real killer and beat the living dog shit out of him.
Yeah, the models
Yet
in
it
this game
looks to me
and the
like
effects
times have
remind me of like
changed.
2003.
We ain't in the good old days
I'd
no
say.
more. You understand me, boy.
Yes, sir. I'm right there with you, Paul. I'm gonna continue what you started, sir, and make the Clarkson family strong again.
I cannot wait to punch
First,
this guy
I
around.
need to find whoever really killed Lise and bash their fucking brains in.
I saw this coming. Ever since the day Lenny left home, the town of Lucari has been cursed. We can't stop what's happening now. It's too late. It's beyond me. No. It's beyond the minds of anyone who comes from the olden days. You understand me now, boy?
Yes, sir. Believe me, I do. I'll kill him. Just leave everything to me, Paul.
Damn.
Are you serious about this?
Yes,
I wonder
sir.
if it was like a special,
Right hand of God.
like demon
Look
eye or
right in my
something,
eyes.
and that's why he
I
has
ain't
the eye
lying.
patch.
I'm serious. I just need you to lend me some troops, sir. We need retribution right now. That's the job I've been given, and I intend to do it.
Well then, let me ask you one more time. Are you serious about this?
Yeah. Hell yeah. I'm a Clarkson, and all Clarksons have a job to do. Isn't that what we always say?
Then I'll need an arm.
Yeah. What?
Well now, you want to use my troops, I'm gonna need to know whether or not you're really serious about this.
Oh man.
Just one arm. Slide it on through that wire there, and it'll take care of it for you.
I mean, you're joking, right?
Daniel, have I ever told you a single joke?
No. But
If you want to become a real Clarkson, then you done got yourself a job to do.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
wait, Paul. I get it now. You want me to stick it in and then pull it out at the last minute, right?
Oh hell.
You want to see if I got guts or not, but there's gonna be another way.
Well.
You can't be serious, sir.
This could be bad.
Hey, knock
For
it
him.
off, you assholes! Let me go!
Oh my.
He's just joking with me. Let me go, goddammit!
Well.
Oh, please, sir, don't do this! Just tell me this is a joke, please!
Oh my. Yeah, I get a feeling he might be a bad guy. Called a hunch.
I am a Clarkson. And no matter how our fortune falls, all Clarksons have a job to do.
That was something.
That be the law of this land.
That was really something. Now a random jazz concert. Yeah, I mean, certainly has to be up to some sort of evil. I mean, after all that. And I guarantee you, he has to have some sort of special demon eyes or something. Like when he takes the eye patch off, maybe he shoots fire out of it or something. Or maybe he shoots alligators out of his eye. Who knows? Oh, and that's actually the end of the first episode. Huh, interesting. Okay. Battle results. In order to cover the payment owed, you need to sell some items. Wow, that's not good for me. Let's see, what do I have I can sell? That's maybe a little much. Wow. I don't think I can... Well, you know, the graphics aren't very good, certainly. I'm here for the story. The story's really interesting, but I got fined so many times here that I'm having to sell off all my possessions to cover the cost of getting to the next area. There we go. Okay. Oh, I guess that's it. Okay, confirm. Won't let me back out of this menu now, though. Huh. How do I get out of this menu? I'm done. Okay, I've covered the cost of the payment game. I don't get it. Maybe it wants me to sell some... Okay, back. There we go. Wow. That was rough. Yeah, I got a lot of fines because I was accidentally practicing my punching combo, and I just ended up blasting some civilian a bunch of times with punches and going way into debt to the game. Okay, so let's save here after finishing the first episode. Yeah, the worst part about the game is either the loading times or the frame rate, though. Oh my goodness, just oof, viciously bad. They said a patch is on the way, but I mean, there's an awful lot to patch. Oh, what's the deal here?
You can hear me, right? I'll be with you soon.
Okay, for those of you not in the know, Zach Morgan is the suppressed personality living inside of our hero.
That's all I think about lately. I mean, we'll be together again. We'll get to discuss movies, food again. Everyone around here has bad taste. They don't understand things the way we do. It's a shitty world filled with shitty people. Oh, that reminds me.
This music's unusually uplifting.
There are movie theaters and restaurants over there, right? As soon as I get there, let's go grab some peanut butter hamburgers and yogurt smoothies.
Peanut butter hamburgers?
So
oh my.
excited, York.
That actually sounds kind of good. Huh. Maybe I should try that. Oh, we've now went...
Please.
This is present day,
York,
Zach.
Don't rush me. You just need to wait a bit longer.
Who is our hero?
I still have
Who's busy dying right now.
job left to do. I need to finish it.
This game takes place in a flashback in the past.
Or else I'd never be able to face you. Just give me a little more time, okay?
Okay, that was really strange. I have no idea what's going on in like the larger frame story here. Okay, so we're back to the present. Thompsonville, a suburb of Boston, Massachusetts, where our hero is on his deathbed.
So, Lisa's mother, Galena Clarkson, confessed to murdering Lise. But then immediately afterwards, she went insane. So you had no choice but to detain her. What a terribly convenient story. You were the first person to find the suspect hiding at a farm on the edge of town. And you even got her to confess to the crime, right then and there. Did anyone else get a chance to hear Galena's confession?
Only us.
How did you even find that shack in the first place?
Yes. Explain your psychic powers.
Metaphysical offender profiling.
Okay, well, he totally did it.
Meta what? Should I know this word?
Metaphysical offender profiling. The term appears 6 times in the Lucare report and 14 times in the 2010 Greenvale report. As long as you're solving cases, the people in charge don't really care what sort of words you use. But we're different. You utilized a highly abnormal method to instantly hone in on a suspect. Then you did it again and again. And every time you used it, one term kept appearing in your files. Metaphysical offender profiling.
Man.
Mr. Morgan, would you mind explaining to us what this term means?
Yeah, I love the story. It would be nice if they had a budget to make it with and maybe a bit more talent. But I do love the story and the stuff.
We could try. But no matter what words we used, you'd never be able to understand.
Oof.
You see, it doesn't pertain to this side. Come, my fairy. Stop hiding back there and give them the explanation they so desire. What? You're too shy?
Mr. Morgan? Mr. Morgan!
Come on out. Don't be afraid.
Is that all you have to say? Don't underestimate me, Morgan. I know you and the Clarksons share a deeper connection. Much deeper than how it appears on the surface. I need to shake him with something else that's directly connected to the Clarksons. I'm gonna jog his memory by force.
Okay, so now we have to go back to our interrogation. Let's use our detective vision here, see if we have any immediate... Nope. Maybe over here? Let's use detective vision over here. Nope, nothing doing. Oh, wait. There it was. Old messy letters.
Those letters look very old. The postmark suggests they were sent out from Louisiana. And...
But yeah, nice to see you again, by the way, Online Game Hunter.
I suspect that dragonfly mark belongs to the Clarkson family.
Maybe.
Yeah, okay, we have established that is
So
their
what if it
family
does?
crest.
A stalker has been harassing Patricia Clarkson for several years now. Did you know about this?
Patricia, that would be... Okay.
Constant silent phone calls, unmarked letters. She also spotted a suspicious figure lurking near her mansion several times. And just last week, her employees spotted a strange figure lurking in the vicinity. The day someone else coincidentally used your alias and traveled to Louisiana.
I don't blame you for not understanding MNK. Like, this game opened with the flashback. Well, no, it opened here in the present. And what you've seen me play most of this time is a flashback to a case he was working on. They're interrogating him about the case. He's busy dying of cancer now. Apparently, something is unresolved about the case. They found the body of the murder victim, and apparently new questions have arisen. So they're interrogating him about the case, about the murder. Apparently, they must suspect him of something.
That's very intriguing. Aligned symbolism.
Lise Clarkson also reported being harassed by a stalker just before she was murdered. You're aware of this, correct? Because I didn't find any mention of this in your report.
No direct connection to the case. That's what we must have thought.
The visionary lies to himself, the liar only to others. Which are you?
That's enough for now.
One moment, just gotta hang that up. Alright, there we go. Had to turn that off.
This all has nothing to do with the case. Besides, there's no evidence that proves those letters are from her. Isn't that right, my fairy?
Okay, let's take a look at the case files here.
Mr. Morgan, I noticed that several parts of this report have been redacted. For example, here. One individual's name has been erased from the key figure list. Would you mind telling me why?
Ooh, yeah, who? Who got erased?
Someone in charge must have thought it was unimportant. Or maybe even inappropriate.
Why would they think that?
How should we know? We've never understood what those people do.
Well, I took the liberty of trying to restore what was taken out.
Okay, so who was the individual
Normal
removed?
ink was used to blot it out, so I was able to recover part of it.
Come on, we're getting to the good
Here's
part.
what it says. Sapling salesman.
Oh my. Okay, that would imply the bad guy from the first game, Forrest Kazan. The first game takes place before the flashback in this game, just to make things even more complicated. I mean, yeah, the first game takes place after the flashback in this game, so he wouldn't necessarily be a character we interact with in this
All
game.
the other
That's what
redacted
I'm trying to
parts
say.
seem to be connected to this person. But I can't think of a single reason why this individual would need to be removed from the report. Why is he so untouchable?
Oh, him. He's nothing. We were barking up the wrong tree.
Meaning?
Can't include someone who doesn't exist in an official report, now can we?
Doesn't exist. You mean he had nothing to do with the case?
I'm sure from how this is going, he had everything to do with it.
Yeah, you could say that.
Okay. And there's the frozen photo of her body.
Someone stole Lisa's body and it's been missing for the past 14 years. I find it hard to believe that it was simply hidden in that cold storage warehouse the entire time. Why wasn't a more detailed investigation carried out?
Yes, let's find out.
Mr. Morgan, according to you, at the beginning of this case, the victim's body was being stored in the warehouse on purpose. Is that the truth? They really put her body there alongside food and other perishables?
It's in the report.
No. The report only says it was stored using the most effective and shockingly inhuman method possible.
If you can think of a better phrase, we're all ears.
The report isn't wrong, you know. In fact, that might actually be the most accurate way of describing it. It's precise, and it's also kinda poetic, you know?
Alright.
Wow, Simon. We never would have taken you for a poet.
Right?
You two think this is a joke? Lise Clarkson's body was discovered in that cold storage warehouse after 14 long years. If you
Right.
had only done a proper investigation, we probably would have found her much sooner. That poor girl.
We still regret the fact that we never got to meet her. We're sorry, from the bottoms of our hearts.
I only hope it didn't happen that way by design.
Will you comfort me? Thank you, my fairy.
Yeah, we still have no idea why he has a fairy with him in this one.
I knew it wouldn't go that easily. Maybe I should try asking my questions in a different way. I could use Agent Jones here.
Okay, there's the window behind him. Simon's nervous. The DVD pile, which was there before though. Let's go with... The game wants us to go that way, so let's go to it last. That's my logic.
Bugging you, isn't it, Aaliyah?
Huh? What?
I get it. I get it. It's bugging me too. It's even got my heart racing a little. I mean, look at this. Nothing but DVDs.
This is true.
Not a single Blu-ray in sight. Just pure, unadulterated DVDs. And he's got VHS tapes too.
Wow, he does... Spaceballs. Nice. Superior taste here.
I don't even have a VHS player in my
Sure thing,
house
MK.
anymore. Whoa, look at this. Check it out. This one's got a lot of pizza in it, remember?
You're not wrong, Simon. There's a very large quantity of pizza in that film. 1987, directed by Mel Brooks. The version on that tape is the one we recorded back when you could catch it on cable TV.
Huh.
Seriously? Damn, Morgan, that's incredible. You're really living the dream, man.
I hope you both haven't forgotten that this conversation is also being recorded.
Yeah. Spaceballs, man. Pizza the Hut. Let's see. Yeah. Simon, we'll go to him last. Let's look at the
This is
window.
a nice building. Layout isn't bad either. Whew. Must be rather expensive to rent a place like this in Boston. How many other rooms are there in this apartment? That room over there, your bedroom?
Why so curious, Belle? It almost sounds as if you're seeing this place for the first time. Aside from the hardware shop on the first floor, every apartment in this building has the exact same layout. We're well aware that you studied the layout of this apartment before you came to see us. There's no need to act so roundabout. Just be honest. Say it. I want to see your bedroom.
Well then,
Doesn't mean we'll let you see it, though.
Man, he's playing difficult. Okay, okay. To Simon, finally.
Agent Jones,
Yes, Agent Jones.
are you
Come
paying
on.
attention? Or do you intend to waste Mr. Morgan's precious time?
No. Sorry. I'm just a little tired. I'm listening.
Take your hand out of your pocket. Didn't they teach you any manners at Quantico?
Undoubtedly, he has a fidget spinner.
Oh,
Two of them. He's dual
right.
wielding.
guess they slipped my mind. My bad. I'm
Hands
actually
out.
kind of nervous. I'm not used to this sort of thing. Data analysis is my specialty, you know. I'm sure I'd be able to calm down a bit if I had some pizza, though.
God, this guy's been all about pizza ever since we got here. Like, at the very intro of the game, even when Aaliyah and him were walking up the steps to this place, he was rambling on about pizza. I wouldn't be surprised if when the frame story ends, this guy's actually like some sort of monster himself, or he has some sort of weird pizza wizardry, and we have to fight him. Yeah, I sort of do too. The Giant Bomb has a Jeff Gerstmann fidget spinner, which I think looks amazing.
The FBI needs to do something about their lack of personnel. I'll have to ask the questions myself. But how should I start? Maybe I should look back over the files and calmly reassess the situation.
Okay, the case files.
After you arrested Galena Clarkson, you had a run-in with the Clarksons. At least that's what it says in the report. What exactly happened there?
Just a simple run-in, that's all. Nothing but a single phenomenon. Chasing hollow instances like that won't lead you closer to the truth. Truth doesn't work like that.
A hollow phenomenon, which resulted in a mountain of corpses.
Ah, now we're getting to the good part.
Oh, Belle.
Pardon me.
We think we finally understand what you're trying to say, but don't be so voracious. How about another cup of coffee? We've still got a long way to go, you know.
I don't know how much time he has left. Hang in there, York.
Yes.
Or
It's
Zach, in this
coarsely
case.
ground, so there should only be 4 teaspoons per cup.
Okay.
No more, no less. Next, the coffee travels from the funnel to the siphon. Simon, normally you only do surveillance in order to gather data, correct? Hiding microphones and cameras, sifting through garbage, wiretapping, shadowing, tracing credit card histories. You'll do whatever it takes to gather data in order to prevent crimes. That's how the FBI works.
Well, yeah, you're right. No reason in hiding it now, I guess. Why do you ask?
Our Southern Belle has adopted a very peculiar MO. It's almost like she has a special power, just like us.
Oh, so maybe she has a power, huh? Huh, interesting.
You've been watching us this entire time, haven't you, Belle? From that window.
I don't need to answer that question.
You came here on New Year's Eve, then spent 49 hours watching us until you returned to your hotel room last night.
Goddamn.
You observed us the entire time without sleep or rest, and you only ate once. Some pizza delivered by Simon. Aside from that, you never drank any water or relieved yourself. You simply sat there and continued to watch us.
Superior bladder control.
You have visions, too.
That's
don't
right, she does have the detective vision powers, and powers in this series
you?
mean
You
something.
came here solely to hear us talk, didn't you? But then, why bother watching us for over 2 days beforehand? You didn't come to talk with us. You came because you wanted to see this apartment with your own eyes. And because you're already convinced of something. Isn't that right? He who fights with monsters should see to it that he himself does not become a monster. And if you gaze long into an abyss, the abyss also gazes into you.
But I...
Oh, coffee.
Oh my.
Thank you, my fairy. If you hadn't been paying attention, this coffee would have all gone to waste. The pus in our brains. It really has a way of interfering with our lives.
Okay. Well, with that, I guess we are, headed back in. Or no, I guess we're not. Staying here in the present.
This is friggin' delicious. I thought I was gonna shit myself for a second there. Come on,
Okay.
Aaliyah, take a sip. Trust me. I'm not exaggerating here.
I don't believe it. It's better than any coffee I've ever tasted.
Of course it is. Coffee is a sacred drink. Coffee saved us.
It was actually this game and Twin Peaks that kind of got me into coffee. Oh, well, the series, the first game did.
If not for its oracle, we would be on the other side right now. So I never forget to pay my respects to coffee, especially at critical moments like this.
Yeah, we still don't know what the sanctuary,
Big black cumulonimbus
like the
clouds
triangle
in the sky.
on the table, what it does, what it stands for, really. Other than it's a safe haven from
That
something.
sound. Thunder snow is coming.
Simon is still nervous. Photo of the body. Lightning, the game obviously wants us to go to the lightning. Let's go to it last.
Why would an agent as skilled as you close the Lise Clarkson case without locating her body?
Good question. Maybe we just weren't as skilled as you think back then. Isn't that right, my fairy?
You reported the body as being stolen. Was that truly the case?
Meaning?
Meaning there's a possibility that the body wasn't stolen, but purposefully moved instead. Maybe
Well-
someone ordered someone else to get rid of the body. Or even store it in a specific place.
Seems
But-
likely.
Who? And for what purpose?
In order to use the body for something else. You never considered that? Perhaps there's some connection between the frozen body and the fact that Sang Rouge is still being produced.
Hey, Aaliyah, how about explaining yourself clearly so that even I can follow along?
Someone extracted the ingredients to Sang Rouge from Lise Clarkson's body.
Oh my.
That's
That's grisly.
what you're trying to say, isn't it, Belle?
So that they could go on producing the inimitable drug without Professor R.
What?
Drug addiction destroys people, physically and mentally. It makes them capable of doing anything just so they can get their hands on a fix. Abusing a corpse? That's nothing to an addict. And with your dependency, I suspect you might know just what that's like.
Wow.
Maybe we do.
Wow.
If
Okay.
you threaten to take this away from us, I might have to kill you both right here. And steal all your $100 bills. Oh, spine-tingling, scary stuff, isn't it, my fairy?
Man. This game's got the vibes.
You sure got a twisted sense of humor there, Morgan.
Okay. Back to Simon.
Come on, don't glare at me like that, Aaliyah. I told you, I'm out of my element here, remember?
This isn't the time or the place.
Well, yeah, I know. I'm just really nervous.
But he's been such a welcoming
I mean,
host.
Morgan's a legend. And now he's right in front of us, and things are all tense. I'm sure it'd give any normal agent a stomachache.
Incidentally, Simon, why did you decide to stop working out in the field?
Don't ask. It's a long story.
I don't mind. We have lots of time, don't we? I could even make you another cup of coffee, if you like.
Fine then. I'll try to make it brief.
Yes, let's find out more about the history of Simon.
See, I used to work out in the field. Even had my own partner. But we had a little rivalry that sort of ruined our relationship. It was over a woman, of course. You know how it goes. We fell in love with the same girl. At the same workplace, too. Then one day, the three of us went to go do a stakeout at a restaurant over in East Boston. I pretended to be a customer while my partner waited in the car, and she waited in the building across the way. Well, it only took a few minutes for my partner and I to lose our heads. We started engaging in this dumb contest to see who could impress her more.
Oh,
Things were
boy.
looking bad. I knew I was gonna lose. Then, something happened. Right in front of me, a customer starts choking on something. Face was pale, froth at the mouth, the whole 9 yards. I got up at once, but my partner stopped me. Didn't want us to blow our cover. So what did I do? I ignored him. Helped the guy anyway. I couldn't stand by and watch that. I couldn't help myself. Next thing I knew, I was a hero. The guy survived, the restaurant thanked me, and I'd even managed to win the heart of you-know-who. It felt pretty good, you know? One-upping my partner right in front of his very eyes. But that was the beginning of the end. A few days later, she and I went to go get some bubble tea at a cafe in Brookline, and a man comes up to me and said,
I'm here to thank you on behalf of the person you saved in that restaurant.
Feeling a bit cocky, I said, all in a day's work, my good man, and tried to brush him away. But he held out an envelope to me and said,
My client broke 3 ribs thanks to the unnecessary Heimlich maneuver you administered to him. He wants you to ensure that he'll be able to get the proper treatment.
I thought I'd save someone, but all I ended up doing is wasting a lot of my precious time wrapped up in an astronomically stupid court case. It also blew our cover, so our target found out about us. In the end, I was taken out of the field and banished to a meaningless job that anyone with half a brain could do.
That's kind of tragic.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean it like that. Anyway, well, that's what happened. Of course, I also lost the love of my life and went back to being a lonesome loser. And that's why I hate being out in the field.
I guess that explains a lot about Simon.
Oh, come on. I tell you all that and you're not even gonna say anything?
That was long, Simon.
Hey, I warned you. I told you it'd be long. Oh.
Alright, well, all that's left now is the window. Or Silent Simon is now an option. Let's see.
Agent Jones, I'm sorry for not responding to your story. It was just so bizarre. I wasn't sure what to say.
Sorry that the greatest trauma of my life ended up being too bizarre for you.
Well, what do you expect? All you ever talk about is pizza or hitting on women. Honestly, it offended me. I felt like I was listening to a teenage boy tell some misogynistic conquest story.
Whoa, Aaliyah. Hold on a minute here. Despite how I may seem to you, I am actually pretty popular with the ladies.
But he just said...
And you know that coworker of mine? She's the one who came on to me. Besides, I only told that story because a certain someone asked me to. It's what happens when you're a popular guy.
Is this all some big joke to you? I'm really losing my patience here.
You simply have yet to awaken to my masculine charm.
Oh my god.
Maybe you should try getting some more experience under your belt.
Agent Jones, are you trying to get me to sue you for sexual harassment?
He's digging his own grave. Isn't he, my fairy?
Aw, come on, Morgan, not you too. I'm sure a guy like you can tell why women might find me attractive.
What's that supposed to mean?
I just mean, you know, imagine it for a minute. A woman who you wouldn't necessarily call beautiful, yet still possesses some unique charm. You see women every now and then who you wouldn't mind spending a night or two with, right? And I'm like the male version of that.
Wow, he has a very high opinion
you know
of
what
himself.
I mean?
Damn, son.
Some women just prefer a man who's a little below the norm. And they're usually with a different guy each time you see them. From straight-laced businessmen to gold chains and fake tans. They prefer buffet style, you know? Anyway, my point is, we've all got this special kind of sex appeal.
Buffet.
I couldn't even keep track of all the sexist remarks you made just now.
Hey, just cool it for a sec, would you? We're having a guy conversation here. This is all just strategy I'm using to try and loosen Morgan
I'm
up.
sure he didn't hear that.
Trust me.
Alright, alright. Finally onto the lightning.
Do you hear
Well,
that
okay.
thunder? It's probably gonna snow soon.
We're in Massachusetts. That's the norm for this time of year.
Well, I'm not used to the cold. If possible, I'd like to finish this up before we get stuck in a snowstorm. Agent Jones, after we're done here, Agent Jones, is something the matter?
Hands are back in the pockets.
Snap out of it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I know.
Man, what the hell is up with him?
Do you? Then stop daydreaming.
Okay, okay. I just...
You just what?
My stomach's been letting some thunder loose, too.
Oh.
Thunder?
That coffee was just so good, it
It what? We don't have all day here.
Did he spike it with laxatives?
The coffee was just so good, it, summoned forth a massive tsunami from within me.
Excuse me? What is wrong with you? Now is really not the time
Did he
for
really
this.
poop himself?
Right door at the end of the hallway.
Thanks, pal.
Alright,
Hold on. You can make it. We can do this. It's not very far.
Okay, okay. Yeah, this is a little strange. Alright.
We promise you, we did not put laxatives in the coffee. Coffee is a sacred drink, remember?
Motherfucker.
Okay, one-on-one.
There's no
Serious
doubt that the
questions
report
now.
omitted information linking Morgan to the Clarksons. I need to get him to confess. Oh yeah. That reminds me, there's a secret weapon in Agent Jones's briefcase.
A secret weapon. Let's take a look
Agent
at that
Jones
briefcase.
probably won't be back for a while.
Yeah, he's taking a dump.
Actually, now might be my opportunity to make some real
Let's see what the secret weapon for interrogating Morgan is in here. Let's grab it.
Have you ever
Chain
seen
of
this
custody.
before? And please, don't say no.
Sang Rouge. The drug we once chased. What about it?
Sang Rouge is still circulating. It's changed shape and its composition is slightly different now. But it's still very much alive. But only in a
Interesting.
very limited part of Louisiana. You aren't surprised? Did you somehow know this would happen?
Copies of another drug being circulated isn't exactly a rare case.
But Sang Rouge is special. The inimitable Enigma powder. The origin. It has many names, and no one was ever able to copy it. We've also been trying to figure out what it's made from ever since it appeared. But it's impossible to analyze. After all, it appears to be made from common ingredients that can be found anywhere. If you try to use those ingredients, all you'll end up with is a mundane hallucinogen like DMT. If you're lucky. No. Sang Rouge requires a special recipe.
Special recipe, huh?
The original recipe. Which someone's been guarding this entire time. Someone who survived the incident in Le Carré.
Huh. More of those old letters over there. Let's take a look at those again.
Immediately after they found Lisa's body, I went to go see Patricia. In order to interrogate her, of course.
So you told us.
But I was unable to meet with her.
She refused to speak with you, didn't she? That's so like her.
No. She didn't get the chance to. You
What?
see, she's gone missing.
What?
To put it more accurately, no one's seen her since the afternoon of the 28th.
Oh boy.
According to her employees, she shut herself up in her room for several months before she disappeared. But since that sort of thing happened often, they didn't think anything of it. On the morning of New Year's Eve, they noticed her window was open, and when they went up to check on her, she was gone. But no one knows how long her window had been open for. This is just my hypothesis, but on December 28th, a strange man visited Le Carré and was spotted near her mansion. That man must have found some way to lure Patricia into his car, the '89 Cadillac that he bought used. Then, the two of them drove north to Trenton, where they boarded a train to Boston. They would have arrived here around midnight on the 29th, or perhaps early morning on the 30th. I believe this man is the same Billy Bishop whose name was previously recorded by the airline.
Which was Morgan's alias as an agent for airlines and hotels.
What do you think of my guess? I'd love to hear your opinion as a former FBI special agent.
Now we get it. We aren't persons of interest. We're the suspects. But what about our alibi?
What alibi?
I've had enough of your bullshit. You expect me to believe you haven't taken a single step out of this room? That Agent Jones is your witness? Surveillance cameras can easily be tampered with. Especially by someone like you, who knows all about how the FBI works.
Interesting.
You're possessed by death. Go and take a look at your own face in the mirror. You look like the Grim Reaper. After you visited both Le Carré and Greenvale, you left a mountain of corpses in your wake. You can make all the excuses you want. I'm immune to them. Right here, right now, I want to know everything. You tell me the truth.
Yes! You're good, Belle. Damn good. You're brimming with potential. Don't you think she's the perfect partner for our last dance? What do you say, my fairy? Don't you agree? She's good. So good. What do you want to know? We've got nothing to hide. Go on. Question us. This is how it's got to be. Doesn't this remind you of something? You know what I mean, my fairy?
What the hell, man? Okay, I think we might be heading back to the actual game now. Or at the very least, we're headed back for another long load. In Le Carré Sheriff's Office. I'm never gonna remember how to say it. Oh, what the hell? She's dead?
How did this happen in my town? God damn it!
In prison? In the jail, I mean? She's dead? Oh my. Okay.
The head and limbs were severed and lined up, according to the lines that were drawn with her blood.
Goddamn.
Just like migratory birds flying systematically across the sky. Hey, Zach, what do you think this means?
Goddamn. This violent
They're
scene.
severed roots.
Severed roots?
This is the way the Clarksons kill someone when they want to cut him off from the family.
And how do you know about this?
Everyone in town knows about it. They're just too scared to talk.
Okay.
What does the V stand for, then?
Beats me. What, you think I know everything now?
Vilitatio. It means quarrel in Latin. That's what the V stands for.
Oh my.
Latin. Intriguing, isn't it, Zach? There are no defense wounds on the corpse. In other words, Galena showed no signs of resistance when she was amputated. But, strangely enough, there are small traces of subcutaneous bleeding around the wounded areas. That's a vital reaction, which means she couldn't have been dead.
You mean...
Yes, that's right, Patty. Galena was amputated while she was still alive.
Oh,
And she never resisted.
Is that even possible?
It certainly isn't impossible. For example, if she was put to sleep with a drug, or if she desired the amputation herself.
Why would she ever desire that?
Mr.
Good
York,
question.
I'm sorry, but there ain't no way that could have happened.
How can you be sure of that, Melvin? Our world contains phenomena that could never be explained with logic. This is especially true for phenomena in which humans are involved. Do you really think all the facets of love and hate can be explained with logic?
Well, no, I don't reckon I do. Yeah, might be too early to rule out those possibilities, just like you say.
Zach, now we truly know just how deeply the Clarksons are involved with this.
Yeah, I guess we
Patty,
do.
how long does it take to reach the Clarkson estate?
Just a short drive. You just gotta head west along the Mississippi. You can't miss it.
Got it. Thank you, Patty. By the way, Melvin, no matter how accelerated Patty may be, don't you think she's still a bit too young to see something like this? For the
Yeah, I mean,
record,
she's here now.
I have no intent to instruct others on how to raise their children, but
Holy moly, you're right! Patricia, CLG! Come on, sweetie. Kids shouldn't have to see stuff like this.
Daddy, it's too late now.
Yeah, she did see it. I mean, she's handling it pretty well. Glenn was murdered in her holding cell. The Clarksons must be deeply involved. Alright. Well, one last check with these two here before we move on to some more actual gameplay.
Sure you okay, CLG?
I'm fine. Besides, I'm used to seeing stuff like that on CSI. You're the one who looks pale, Daddy.
Well, it did shake me up a little. But I'll be back to normal in no time. Sorry about that, Mr. York. What say we rest in the interrogation room till we all calm down, CLG?
Sure thing, Daddy.
Alright.
I'm gonna go sit with Daddy for a bit, Agent York. We can join back up later.
Okay, so we're gonna be going solo without our sidekick here. Alright, that'll help. Can we limbo under this?
Galena killed her daughter, so her family cut ties with her. Do you really think that's what happened here, Zach? If this is truly the ritual that the Clarksons used to cut ties with someone, why would they go out of their way to do it here, in a holding cell? They could have easily done it after we released her. And judging from how Danny Clarkson was acting, I think it's clear that he really loved Galena. How could he accept this grotesque butchering, even if it was for the sake of the family? There's no point in ruminating on this. We should get back to the investigation. As long as we keep moving, the answer will inevitably fling itself straight at us.
Okay, can we go under the crime line here? No, okay, well, back to the first floor. Back to the first floor. And that's it for that mission, too. Great. Now, that's right, we used all of our money pretty much paying debts we had. So... Oh wait, we actually still have a pretty full satchel of items though, so that's good. Okay.